Hi, I'm Gaby, your host of MCTV Cribz. We're here at O'Shea 3202. Let's go check it out.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
I've been expecting you to come in. So, even though we're filming this on December 3rd, we still have some of our Halloween decorations, as you see here, and also as you may have seen on the front door. I don't know, I got lazy, I never took them down. I kind of like them. I don't really want to take them down yet until I get Christmas decorations. But
It's never too late for Halloween.
this is the common area. You'll see some of the pretty lights that we have here. It makes it really nice for hangouts and stuff. You'll notice a thing about this apartment that's different from most Garland apartments is that it's spaced out differently and it's bigger than your typical Garland apartment, which is actually pretty nice. Like, usually for those at home deciding, where you're gonna live, for most apartments in this building, picture this space like cut in half, and that's usually like your common area. But this is actually bigger than what you normally get. The trade-off, at least with just this apartment, is that it's handicap accessible, which means everything is much lower to the ground. And also, by far, the worst part about it is the automatic sinks. It's terrible. I hate the automatic sinks. I don't understand how that is supposed to make a handicapped person's life easier. It has been nothing but an annoyance to everyone who lives here. The cabinets are all kind of lower too, which is kind of nice. You don't have to reach as high to get your things. We got some nice standard appliances here. Got my Darth Vader toaster, so highly recommend one of these if you want Darth Vader's face on your toast. Garland apartments also come with a dishwasher, which makes washing dishes much easier. Doesn't have an oven though. If you want an oven, you're gonna have to live in Fulton or the West Cedar buildings, because this only gives you a microwave / convection oven.
How many people are normally in the Garland apartments?
4.
Okay.
The rooms are also kind of laid out differently. Usually Garland apartments are all just laid out in a straight line, and you have 2 rooms, a common area, and then 2 more rooms. The way this one is laid out is like you got the front door, you got like a little hallway, you got 3 rooms all together, and then you turn a corner, and then you have 1 room here.
And there's one shower and bath.
Yes, the shower and the bathroom are both connected in the same room here. Your shower room and toilet room. Which is not normally the case. Usually you have 1 shower room and 1 toilet room. But here again, with the layout, it's all in 1 room, which hasn't been it hasn't been a problem really. Again, automatic sinks.
Thank God.
An annoyance. One thing I love about these sinks in these Garland apartments is that they have mirrors on either side, and so you always get to look at yourself from all angles, and it's very weird and surreal. It's like, wow, I usually don't get to see the back of my head like that. But also because there's these 2 mirrors opposite each other, when you look in, it's kind of like you're staring into the void, and you see infinite mirrors. It's crazy. Also, with this being a bigger common area and bigger apartment, we get more windows. We have 6 altogether here, kind of in a little bit of a U shape. But the problem is, because we're on the 2nd floor, and because we're close to the entrance, we're facing the side that the entrance is on. We don't really get that great of view, and we really mostly keep these blinds down because we're kind of just staring straight out to anyone who's walking outside, and it's kind of creepy. So I just kind of keep that closed.
At least you can see what everyone's wearing, so you can determine what the weather is.
Yeah. I mean, we can always tell when it's a bar night because we'll see like cabs pulled up outside. And why don't we check out my room now?
Okay.
So this is my room. Yes. It's a little messy. I have LED lights, as you can see, and because it is December, I have them as Christmas colors, which is kind of nice. They're nice and complementary to each other, and especially when I turn this ugly light off, it's very nice, and it gives a nice vibe. I'll turn this back on so you can see my posters. I probably have more posters than anyone I know in my room.
Oh, you've seen my room.
That is true. Your room did have a lot of art on the walls. This is kind of like my Star Wars corner. So I have my Mandalorian stuff. Rise Skywalker, which I keep on the back of my door because I hated that movie, but I got this poster from a friend for free. So it's like, all right, I'll put it on the door so that when the door is open, it gets covered. And then an Empire Strikes Back
I like that
poster.
That's fun.
Yeah. As you go along the wall, you have artwork from my favorite video game and then my favorite movie. I usually keep that one right above my pillow. And I always have the Pulp Fiction poster near my bed. Now I got some John Wick, some Avengers, Endgame, Rick and Morty, because I'm a giant Rick and Morty fan.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Yep. Soldier Boy. American flag there because, you know, America, am I right? Batman is my favorite superhero, so I have a couple Batman posters. I have that one, and then this one over here, and then I have one from The Dark Knight. And then I'm a huge DC fan. I'm a DC over Marvel kind of guy, so.
What?
Yeah. This is also kind of like my superhero corner. Superhero / comic book. So I have like DC stuff, I got Daredevil, Unbreakable, which is technically a superhero film, and then Walking Dead, which is a comic book. And my desk is kind of a mess right now. But yeah, this is my room. I spend most of my time in here. Got my PS5. I don't know if the people watching at home have been lucky enough to secure a PS5, but I was, and I love it, and I unfortunately don't have much time to play it these days.
So what does the room come with, and what do you recommend people bring from home?
The room doesn't come with much. It comes with a desk and a bed and a dresser, and that's about it. You get a closet too. Actually, I will say, for those who want to live in Garland, you will not need to bring your own mirror because they give you one. They give you a full body mirror here on your closet door. The other good thing about this particular apartment, because it's handicap accessible, this is the one time the handicap accessibility actually comes in handy for us, and it's when for your closets, everything is a lot lower. So you can actually stack a lot more on your closet shelf, which is nice. I recommend you bring a rug, bed sheets, blankets, of course, and then
A refrigerator?
a mini fridge, yes. Okay. The last thing I'll say is, with these rooms, Garland is very weird with its windows. No one ever has like the same style of windows, or there's many different variations of windows that you can have. I got lucky where I have at least 2 normal sized windows on 2 different walls, but there's one person in particular here who has just one prison window. It literally looks like a prison window. It's like this skinny and like that tall, and he only has, that's his only window in his entire room. And so that is kind of depressing. My other friend has one of those and then another normal window like this. And then my other housemate, Brandon, just has like a massive window. It's like 3 of these all connected together just on one wall. So,
that's really weird.
Yeah, you gotta go. It's, you know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get lucky. But I will say, if you want to live in this apartment, stay away from E. E is the one with just one prism window.
Are all the rooms about like the same size?
No, this is actually the biggest room here in this apartment. The other ones are kind of standard Garland size. This one is a little bigger than your typical Garland apartment. I got lucky because I was the group leader, so I got to pick the biggest room. One more thing I want to say about this apartment in particular. Well, the apartments that are like this in O'Shea, you have one on this is the one on the second floor. There's also one on the third floor and fourth floor. If you go on the housing selection website, when you go to pick housing every year, they're all labeled wrong. The rooms, they're all labeled wrong. And I learned that the hard way. So here you have C, D, E, F, but on the diagram on the website it was F, E, D, C. And so I wanted this room, and I was like, okay, I'll pick room F. And then I got here on move-in day to realize I had the complete opposite room that I picked. And so that was a whole ordeal. We needed everyone in the house to like email housing. So just a heads up, if you plan on living in an apartment like this. The other thing is, I don't know why they would have a handicap accessible apartment on the second floor. Usually that's, a ground floor thing. Don't know why they would have it on the second floor. There's no ramps in this building.
There's no way of getting out. If there's fire.
Yeah, if there's a fire. There's an elevator, but there's no ramps.
Thank you, Tyler, for showing us your apartment. Why do you like living here?
I like living here. I didn't think I would like living here. I was more of a townhouse person. I didn't think I would ever want to live in these Garland buildings. So I always felt like, it's more like a hotel. I want to live in a house. But honestly, after living in this apartment especially, I've definitely been won over. It's also kind of nice, like with the townhouses here, you get a lot of housemates. And sometimes that can be a little too much. With these Garland apartments, you only have 3 other people that you're living with. It's a lot smaller, a lot more calm and quiet. So I like living here, especially I think this is a good place to live for my last year on campus.
Yay, okay, well thank you so much, and
thank you for coming.
Yeah, come to Garland.